mad annoying. The fuck? Why did y'all put... Dude, like, it's just mad fucking annoying. You come... Where were you when I was single, bitch?
Like maintaining it.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to...
I mean, that's just how, like, I've had that happen a few times. Like, why the fuck, like with people that I used to like too. Like, why didn't you tell me this shit whenever I was living in fucking Georgia, dickhead?
Here's Wilson.
Now I'm not single, bitch.
Time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
You watching anime?
I'm just looking at it here.
From the 34 now, here's
I'm trying to watch that Zeus one on Netflix. I heard it's good.
Zeus?
Yeah, there's one about Zeus. There's an anime about Zeus on Netflix.
That one complete to Hill. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here is the...
Bro, you know that song on TikTok where it's like, I'm gonna get you? That one? It says the N-word. It says, I'm gonna get you. You know that one? Bro, why the fuck is that not like a band-ass sound? Like, what the fuck? I know, but like, it's a bunch of white people fucking doing it. I don't know. You just like, I don't mind it. Like, I don't give a fuck. But like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just like, I'm confusing like nowadays, like how and like this world we're living in right now is that viral? Like. It's a pretty funny song. Some of the TikToks I see, I'm like, this shit's pretty fucking hilarious. But like, like one of them was this black guy. He just recorded himself running away from his camera. It's just fucking hilarious, bro. And then I saw like a dance competition to that song between 2 little white kids. Oh my God.
Got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
I cannot watch Attack on Titans.
Attack on Titans. I heard it was good, but I heard it's not as good as people say it is.
Yeah, I thought I don't even. I can't.
It's
not my part, dude. I like superpowers and stuff, not.
Yeah.
Swords. I like swords are cool, but the way they.
Bro, you should. I'm gonna watch that Zeus one on Netflix.
I've been watching Black Clover, Devilman Crybaby. Devilman Crybaby.
See, the only thing with me, bro, is like if you can recommend some to me that are in English, I'll watch them.
Yeah, Devilman Crybaby has one.
I just can't read subtitles, bro. That's just mad annoying.
Oh, I like that. Well, I mean, it's because that's keep it a little bit.
But also, if you're like any other person who I know who watches anime, you slightly know Japanese now because you've watched so much anime. That's what my friend said. He said you watch so much anime that like you can kind of understand what they're saying sometimes.
Exactly. Like familiar words.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And what?
This Itachi drink they're making on TikTok.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a third
There's
and
peach
3.
schnapps, agave. That's right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
With the score tied.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, it's Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
Listen, bro, some of these fucking trends on TikTok I've wanted to like make a video of, but like I'm too shy to do that shit, bro. People gonna make fun of me and shit.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibility correctly this time. When we call run fix, everyone was in the right place.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Nice to meet you. Fuck.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones.
You know the main ones I want to make?
And he's going to take this across the 50.
You know the one where it's like, where the song is like, I want some chicken wings. That one? Bro, it's like, it's just like a song like where they talking about how they want food, and like it's just a fat guy with their shirt off. I'm not even that fat anymore, but I want to do that shit. I'm done to 230, by the way. You know.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
I learned how to, day 2 of NNN, I learned how to turn my testosterone into chocolate. Oh my god.
First down.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play
Mucho
caller,
gusto, where you
won
been?
that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Day 100 of watching Black Clover, I have now learned to turn my horniness into freaking.
They're able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
I'm about to go fuck this shit. Alright, bro, I'll talk to you later.
Alright, bro.
Alright.
And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
He is good.
And he puts it through.
The score, Buccaneers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what the ball in his hands and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Around 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got Evans.
Wilson.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. A clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. He can hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He can't get him down. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own,
the Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll go again to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
and it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 24, Buccaneers 20. Austin Seibert to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Wilson.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 24, Nick.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They run it again with Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's the end of it.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's got daylight. 30. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 15. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. This one complete to Scott Miller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 14-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game sealer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's back to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Bucs, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
See, I got me.